So earlier on this year, I did a video on retopology where I took a sculpt from Nomad, took it into an app called CozyBlanket, where I can create a typology flow, which gives you more polygons to work with, which also push more details. But the downfall was the initial sculpt you work with on the first model, you lose all of that detail. So you're basically starting anew on a base mesh model on a smooth surface. Well, there is a new discovery I found. I don't know how long it's been there, but there's a solution, and it reminds me of ZBrush. Welcome to my channel, pixelblazz. The video I mentioned, I'll have a link in the description. Also, a little pop-up box that should pop up now. You could click on that as well. So to get started, I exported the last sculpt I did in the last video as an OBJ and into the Cozy app. On the left, there's about 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 tools on the side for now. But I believe you can also add 1 or 2 more tools as well. There's a lot more on the top icon that's hidden in there. Like a bunch of little squares. It's like a little menu for all the rest of the tools. But I'm gonna go over some of the tools I use mostly on this little demonstration. But also, if you forget, in the hidden menu, if you click on the icon of any of the tools, it will give you a little animation demonstration of each one of them and what they do. Okay, so I'm going to bring a sphere into the app, show you the demonstration on there. The first one is the pencil tool. With that, you can draw a polygon. Most time I start with that, but simply draw a 4-sided polygon. The pencil will have other functions as well you can use. If you draw a line spaced ahead of the polygon, it will continue to add polygons on each edge. And you see it doesn't always continue. Based on the view, I think, of the object or the model, you might have to move it around as well. Sometimes I draw it in a different way, like continue on the edge of the polygon, 3-sided, just to create a square. You can also draw a long rectangle and then draw the lines through it, basically dividing it into smaller squares. You can see when I continue the edge draw, it can continue the polygons even though it's curved in the path you create. I just drew a line through one edge and continued the line, dividing it through all the way through the direction I drew the line, dividing all the polygons in that direction. If you scribble on a line or an edge which deletes the polygon with the pencil tool, the erase tool is basically tapping on the polygon or dragging it on a selection of polygons, basically deleting them. With the pencil tool and you draw a X on top of the polygon, it basically deletes the polygon. The next tool is the tweak tool, which is good for moving points and edges. The next one down is the Build Q tool, which with that you can take a corner and drag out edges to create a four-sided polygon. And next down from that is the tool called Strip D. That will take the edge you're holding down and drag to create a strip of polygons in any direction. Also with that edge you start from, is going to create the same size of polygons from the edge you started with. So that's all the tools I'm going to use on the model I'm going to work on. Without any further ado, let's get started. sculpt, I'm going to bring in the new typology head we did. Now you can see the low poly head. Try to make it a nice and even flow of the polygons throughout the head. Now what I'm going to do, while the low poly head selected, I'm going to the multi-resolutions menu and subdivide it about 5 times. Now while in the same menu, I'm going to head over to the decimation /UV menu, where the symbol looks like a stone or rock symbol. Then I'm going to scroll down to the reproject. And this is the key selection. You'll see in that section, the high poly head is already selected. I'm gonna go ahead and press it, and voila. There you have it, guys. It worked. So this is very useful. Specifically when you want to do some 3D or 3D print or anything like that. Having low poly models where you in the multi-resolution subdivide it instead of using a voxel, you can always go back into the low poly form and you can reposition or pose easily while it's in low poly, and then go back into a high poly and sculpt even more finer details or much as you can well in Nomad. And now the ease of use, where you create a low polygon model and then take that initial sculpt you did in voxel and reproject it on the low poly model, and there's no lost step, which is great. Well, hope you guys found this very useful and hope you try it. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hope you share this video and please give it likes, and see you in the next one. Bye.